So the example I want to talk about is we're going to find the following limit. Find the following limits. And one of them is very similar to the one you did that you might have seen in Delta Math. We have the limit as x approaches infinity of, let's say, something like the cubed root of x to the 7th plus 3x squared plus 4 over 5x cubed minus 16. All right, the same rules apply to what we did in our earlier parts. When looking at these limits, we only care about when we're looking at limits at infinity. When we look at end behavior, we only care about what is most powerful, and that is what from up top? X to the 7. So we don't care about the 3x squared plus 4. We don't care about those. And on the bottom, we don't care about the minus 16. So this is not equal to, but it's equivalent to the limit as x approaches infinity of the cubed root of x to the 7th over 5x cubed. All right, so in looking at this, what is the cubed root of x to the 7th the same as? How can I rewrite that? How can I rewrite the top? The cubed root of x to the 7th. That's the same as what? X to the... How do I write that? How do I rewrite that? Remember, I did cover to you about radicals. No. That's a 7. That's a 7 out of 2. 7 over 3 over 5x cubed. Now, who wins? Now, both of these go to infinity. I do want to note that this goes to infinity, this goes to infinity. They both go to positive infinity in this case. Who wins the battle? What is bigger? Numeracy skills. 7/3 or x cubed? X cubed is bigger. So 7/3, that's like 2 point something. Okay? 2.33333, but so the denominator wins. So what's my answer on this problem? If the denominator at the bottom goes to infinity faster, it's 0. When the denominator is bigger, that means the bottom is getting big, 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 big. And when the bottom gets big, 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 the overall goes closer to 0. Watch, look, I have it right here. I have it right here. Or if the denominator is more powerful, 0. Yes, sir. That's where every fraction one. Whenever you see a fraction limit to infinity. Okay. Next example. B, and you're going to see this more in today's homework. What is the limit as x in B and C? What is the limit as x approaches infinity of the square root of 5x squared plus 6 over 3 minus 4x? Okay. So looking at this, we evaluated the same idea. What do we not care for? The 6 and the 3. So now we get, this is the same thing as the limit as x approaches infinity. Now this is only true for infinities. The square root of 5 times x, the square root of x squared over minus 4x, right? All right, who wins? So this goes to infinity, this goes to infinity, right? So square root of x squared is what? X. And this is x. So it's a tie. So when it's a tie, the answer is the leading coefficients. So my answer is square root of 5 over, and that's my answer. When it's a tie. Sorry, the bottom, please note the bottom goes to negative infinity, not positive infinity. So that's why I know my answer should be negative. Does that make sense? I know my answer should be negative because of that. Now, if, and this is the trickiest one right here. This is the trickiest one, and this is probably the trickiest one you'll see in your homework or in the exam as well. What is the limit as x approaches negative infinity of the same thing? What does the top one go to? It goes to positive infinity because it's negative infinity squared, so that's positive infinity. What does the bottom go to? Well, it's negative infinity. Right? If you plug in negative infinity times a negative, so it actually goes to positive infinity. This one went to positive infinity over negative infinity, so I know my answer should be negative for the first one. This one goes positive infinity and positive infinity. So my answer should be positive. My final answer should be positive. Everything else stays the same. So what's my answer? Square root of 5 over 4. Positive. Now notice that we get two different answers on this because the top still goes to positive infinity in both scenarios, but the bottom flips its sign. It went to negative infinity in the first scenario, and it goes to positive infinity in the second scenario. So that's why we get two different answers on this one. What does the top go to? The top is infinity squared, which is positive, times 5 plus 6 square root. That's a positive. The bottom is 3 minus 4 times infinity. Well, so that's infinity times negative 4, so that gives me a negative infinity. And I don't care about that. So this is actually going to negative infinity, not positive. So that's why my final answer is negative. Whereas in this one, when I plug in negative infinity, I still get positive on top, and now I get a positive on bottom. So I know my final answer should be positive. And since it's a tie, they both have the same, they're growing at the same infinity rate. That's what we have. All right.